June 23rd, 2020, 8:14 p.m. Supposed to be a cloud. Right. Alright, sky view before sunset. I've only seen 3 planes in the sky today. They were visible. So, that's pretty much just to show you all. I'm going to show you guys how the sun is bouncing. It's moving. Again, I have my 2 markers. I always put it the width of my hand every time, every year. Always around this time. Usually it's right at July, but we're getting closer and closer to becoming earlier and earlier. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna get the zoom in lens first. Okay, this is, I guess, I'm not for sure if this is dimmed down. I have to make sure it's in focus. Hold on. Okay, that's all the way dimmed down in focus. I don't know if y'all like that. Just leave me a comment. See what y'all think. My wife likes it without this, without the super zoom. She likes to see the whole distance. So I'm just going to let this get to the treetops and then I'm going to pull it back and get it the rest of the way. She loves to see the scenery. Yeah, once again, 100 degrees, guys. 100 degrees. Get this. What is that? How is that in 100-degree weather here in California? The valley is like a giant soup bowl, so the heat just rises. I don't care what anybody says. That's chemical. Getting that down. All right. Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a second and throw on the filter. Okay, there's with the filter. And the filter has no, we're on default on the dim. So there's no dimmage. And again, it's anybody wondering what kind of filter I use. I use a Miller welding lens. And it's I would have to say it's a welding lens that we've had from the late 70s. It belonged to my dad from the late 70s, and then I used it in the early 80s to weld with. It's the lens itself says 11 with the /10, so that's the dimming factor, I guess you could say. Not 1,000%. Never really bothered. Just knew that it kept my vision. That's all that mattered. So if you guys look at where it's at, it's no longer moving up. It was about on the 20th was the last time that it was a little bit to the right. That bigger clump of tree to the right that you can see like a little fist size, which now it's moving that way because it goes down and to the right and it rises up and to the right. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, and there's no way that that's not a chemtrailer. And I get a first glimpse of the moon also, so get a first glimpse of the moon. All right, let's take this off now. We get a quick glimpse of the moon. Let me zoom in on it. Right, so there is the moon. I believe it was just new moon on Father's Day. I could be wrong. Ooh, I actually got it to stay. I got to keep my hands in front of the back side of the camera, which is technically my face of the camera. Make sure it doesn't fall. I can catch it. So there is the moon. First glimpse of the moon. Take a quick picture of it. Alright, so I am going to remove this now. Let's see if we can get it. Difficult to see, but it's there. See, it's in the center of the screen. There it is. Now we're going to get the rest of the sunset. There you go, Deb. That's the way you like it. All right, everyone, be safe. Peace out. Yeah, that plane was spraying, and then the spray just turned off as it passed my barn up in the air. So, yeah, that's not a contrail. Contrails just don't turn off like that. I've done my research. If it's making a contrail, and it is a contrail, and it turns off, it means the engine turned off. Okay, now this is another thing. Where this is at right here. Let's see if I can get my finger over here. Where that's at, it should be over here already. It was getting over here. Now it's setting different. It's not setting correctly, and I'm still in the same exact spot as I've been for a week now for the sunset. So I'm doing the same thing with the sunrise. I'm hoping that this is just like a hiccup with all these volcanoes and earthquakes that we have. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see. I'm hoping. We can ill afford a catastrophe on this planet. Everything's going crazy right now as it is. Last thing we need is a catastrophe. Too busy talking. I forgot to take still shots of the sun going down. I've got some good ones. Uh-oh. Doesn't want to work with me. So there'd be the moon. I'll just show you guys. It's up there. So it's actually not so north this time. We'll see how it rolls. Okay. Figured as much. Got a lot of lithium up here. The sun should be rising over here, and it's not. It's moving back over this way. Yeah. Some coal fly ash jumping off right there with some lithium, and that's probably barium mixed in with it. Everyone be safe. Have a good one. Peace out.